Hello everybody, welcome back to Alchemy Gaming. Today we're working on episode 11 of Worldwide Rush, African Start. We're in the discovery mode where you kind of buy one country at a time and then eventually cities open up as you go. And we had just finished doing South America, barring me missing something. And we're heading into the Caribbean here in a little bit. But first, we just flipped over a month. We have 2 billion and look at this mess we have to clean up. So we can get rid of all this trust stuff. I should maybe make it so that doesn't come up. But anyways, Pristina, let's click in here. So let's see. It does have a direct route. Okay, the buses are horrible. I really don't want these buses going backwards. Okay, I really think that there is something to what one of my viewers said, that it is making things worse. Like it's like dropping it back, or it thinks the routes aren't good enough or something. So Pristina to Tirana, we need that to zoom in here. Let's see, Pristina, let's do a new route. I wish you could like lock routes so they stay in there and they can't get messed up. That would be nice. So 1, 2, so I think that should do it. Now Kifa wants to go to Missouri, so it has an indirect route, but let's do a direct one. Missouri, have to go down a little bit. Okay, wow. Okay, yeah, you're basically crisscrossing Africa, that's why. So it needs something pretty big. So let's put a Stratus on that. Only gonna put one because they're like 125 million. So then we have Kawezi wants to go to Iquitos, which I'm sure that's going to be crazy. Iquitos, I can't even imagine. 10,000. Are you serious? Okay, so we can go a 990 Aramera for a booming 255 million. So then if we go to Karkan, Merrill Beshi, all right, we can do that though. Karkan to Merrill Beshi. We want to go a Halti. And do we need a road? No, we don't really need a road. We just need some buses. So anything else, Karkan? It's not really good, the Yarkand. Okay, let's buy a vehicle here. There we go. That should help. Anything else? It's not amazing, the Guma. So let's buy a vehicle there. And I believe it has one other thing that's not the greatest. Korea. Okay, Karkan to Korea. Let's see, we put a Halti on that. Create. There. That should help that. St. Ignatius of Velasco wants to go to Pedro Juan Caballero. I think, was this from the last time? I think it might have been actually. Let's do that again, but let's make it an airplane one. 879. Well, actually, that's not so bad. Let's go 340 Express. Let's go 2 of them. And then Yarkand, Merrill-Beshi, the Karkan. So there is none to Merrill-Beshi. Okay. So let's make this happen. Yarkand to Merrill-Beshi. Great. There we go. Does Yarkand have any other? Okay. It's not doing good, the Karkan, but didn't we just, yeah, we just kind of set that up, so I think it should be okay. I wouldn't say it's great, the Osh. So let's get another Nimbus. There we go. Yarkand, anywhere else that it's terrible. Aksu's not doing amazing. Okay, Yarkand to Aksu. Which way is that? Okay, that's going way up there. Let's put a plane on that. Maybe our buses are starting to kind of get overcrowded, possibly. So Padang Sidem Puan wants to go to Medan. And let's see, what do we have going on here? They literally kind of dropped my bus down for some reason. There we go. I think that was it. Everything else seemed okay. Guma, Merrill-Beshi, and Yarkand, Korea. Okay, Guma again to Merrill-Beshi. We'll put Halti. Yeah, let's keep going with the Haltis. So Guma also wants to go to Yarkand. And we can do the Halti on that. Great. And then Guma wants to go to Korea. Halti. Maybe we need to do train. That's possible that we should do train really, but Merobeshi, Yarkan, we just did that. Guma, we just did it. So I think we're good. It's not great to Osh though. Add city, Osh. And let's do an airplane on this. Okay, now Dushanbe wants to go to Osh. Has a direct path. Let's see. Oh, wow. We have horrible vehicles here. Let's get these all topped up. Replace. Okay, this one, let's get rid of these sucky ones. I don't know why these... I definitely did not add all these sucky vehicles. Okay, we can put that up. There, that should help. Now, Dunshabi. Is there anywhere else that's terrible? Osh. Okay. Sherry's bad isn't the greatest. We could probably bump that up. Okay, let's... There, we'll put 3 there. Okay, then Manaka wants to go to Marani. It says there's a direct line. Okay, let's upgrade these. Store tinned. Buy a vehicle, another Halti. Okay, let's let that play a bit. Try to get some Tasalik Iquitos. Okay, Tasalik wants to go to Iquitos, which is going to be, yeah, like a very large plane will be needed there. 255 million, that is crazy. Xiao Bang in Vietnam, I believe, needs someone. So let's see. Xiao Bang wants to go to Hanoi. So we can definitely do a Halti there. And we'll build a road. Create that. 1, 2, 3, which means 4. And then where else do they want to go? They want to go to Sylhet, which is a little bit far. So let's go just plain 340 Express. There, I'll put 3 total planes on there. Some of these other ones, Kumazi just showed up as crowded. So let's buy a vehicle, Halti. But Kumazi also had, yeah, I had an airplane here. Let's see what we got going on here. Buy a vehicle. There, put a couple vehicles, see how that runs out. So back over to the Caribbean. So Trinidad and Tobago will do. Port of Spain. We can add that in. Put a hub manager. Okay, so Port of Spain wants to go first to Ciudad Guiana. That's gonna have to be just a little Nimbus, little puddle hopper. And then Port of Spain also wants to go to Cucata. That one's a little larger, but I think we'll still stick with the 230 Nimbus. There we go. And then Grenada. They want to go to Port of Spain, which we could do a water taxi. Let's do that. Let's do some water taxis here. Okay, and then also we didn't put a hub in here either. So where else do they want to go? St. George's, Ciudad Guiana. Another little, going to be doing a lot of puddle dumpers in the Caribbean, I think. So Barbados, Bridgetown. A lot of small countries in the Caribbean, like some of them are literally just the size of an island. So Port of Spain. I think we'll go with this Aurora. There we go. And where else do they want to go? Bridgetown wants to go to St. George's. So we'll do the same thing. We'll go with this roar. And okay, that's that. Then we got St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Kingstown. So Kingstown wants to go to Bridgetown. So let's do the Roar. And then it's probably wants to go to St. George's, I bet. Yep, of course it would. So we'll go the Roar for that. There we go. St. Lucia. Castries wants to go to St. George's. So we can do the little ferry. And Castries also wants to go to Kingston. So that's a really close ferry there. And we didn't put a hub in there, so we want to do that. So Martinique must have been part of France, I believe. Dominica, put a hub in there. So Rousseau wants to go to St. George's. Okay, let's put something just a little bit faster here. So the Roar, Silver Ripple, it's not that much faster. How about Sunseeker? Okay, Rousseau wants to go to Castries. Okay, that one's pretty close. We'll go the Roar for that one. Guadeloupe is part of France, I believe. Antigua and Barbuda. St. John's. Okay, St. John's wants to go to St. George's, which is far enough away. Let's go airplane on that one. And then St. John's also wants to go to Kingston, which, like I said, once again is far enough for an airplane, I'd say. St. Kitts and Nevis, Basseterre, all kinds of tiny little countries here. They want to go to Kingston. I think we'll go airplane on that one. And also they want to go to St. John's, which is really close. So we'll put a ferry there. Anguilla. Okay, that's obviously U.S. Virgin Islands. It's part of that. British is part of the British. Puerto Rico is part of the U.S. Let's see, what else do we have down here? Okay, none of these islands. Curacao. It's part of Denmark, I believe. Okay, Jamaica. Montego Bay. And then we're going to have to look. We got tons of overcrowding going on here. To St. John's. Okay, we'll go with the 340 Express. And let's see, where else does Montego Bay want to go to? Basseterre. So we'll stick with the 340 Express again on that. There. Okay, so get rid of these cities here. Okay, Cucuta wants to go to Iquitos. It had a direct path. That's pretty far. Let's go airplane maybe. There we go. Great. 1, 2, 3. Kumasi, Porto Novo. Still having a problem. I really don't know. Let's see. We could maybe upgrade this a bit. Okay, let's do that. See if that helps. Surat wants to go to this city that's like impossible to say the name of. So Surat to that city right there. Could go to Halti. Build a road, I'd say. 1, 2, 3. Limerick wants to go to Porto. Okay, we could upgrade this to 340 Express and maybe have another 340. There we go. Now press off the Bresson. Press off to Debrecen, which is really close. Like, so I don't see what the problem would be. Halti, create that 1, 2, 3. Tampere has a direct path to Narva. So maybe we just need to like get a few more planes on that. Tampere is. Do they have any other problems? Doesn't look like it. Okay, Mumbai. The Surat has a direct path. So probably just terrible buses, which, yep, there it is. Garbage buses. And let's see. Let's bump those up. So Mumbai, anything else? Okay, there's Surat. Jamnagar is fine. Okay, everything else is fine there. Masayao. Okay, this is a new one. Somehow a new city snuck through here and I didn't see it. Masayo, or however you say that. Let's see. Can we go Halti and build a road? Don't see why not. 1, 2, 3. And then the other one must want to go to Joao Pessoa. It does. So we can do that. 1, 2. Okay. Kukata. Iquitos has a direct path. Let's see. We got our planes are here. Let's maybe bump our planes up a bit. There we go. There. Maybe that'll help. Kata, anything else? To Quito. Says they don't have a direct path to Quito for some reason. Quito. We could do Nimbus. There we go. Now Korea. Hotan and Bachang. Okay, let's get that. No. Hotan is really close. And once again, I don't understand. It's almost like they keep getting deleted for some reason. Korea. Bachang. Okay, let's just go Nimbus on this one. There. Monaco is overcrowded. So they want to go to Vaduz. And they have horrible buses. Terrible buses. And let's see. We'll add a 4th bus. Hopefully that helps. Bamenda. Avignon. Says there's a direct path. 5 vehicles. 667. I'm not really sure why they're using that, but let's go with it, I guess. Okay, so that's Bamenda. We're sitting good on everything else. Bandar Seri Begawan wants to go to Pekanbaru. Let's see. A70. So how... Let's go with A70 is not very good. It's only like 7. Let's go with something better at least. 5 vehicle, 340 express. And let's upgrade this A7 to something better. The 340. Okay, we'll go with just that, I guess. New city. Xinjiang. Is that over here? Okay, where is that city? Alright, there it is right there. New city in China. Well, I thought it was up there. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. So, Xinjiang wants to go to Karkan. Can we do a halty on that? Wow. Okay, yeah, let's not use that. Let's go 340 Express. Now let's go Xinjiang to Bull. If we put halty on that, surely that'll work. Build a road. Great. There we go. So Suva is still overcrowded. Luganville has a direct path. Okay, let's see. Select or deselect all. Let's select all and let's upgrade to the 340. So that should help. Bachang wants to go to Aksu. Okay, Bachang. Where is Aksu anyways? Aksu right there. So let's see. Let's go with the Halti. There, perfect. Chiang Mai has a direct path to Georgetown. Let's buy another 340 and another. Suva is still struggling. What is its problem anyways? Okay, buy a vehicle. So if the 340 can only have 14, what if we went with the 300? Pedro Ron Caballero wants to go to Basados. Basados is not that far away, so we can go Halti on that, I'd say. Halti, 1, 2. Then Limerick wants to go to Porto. And then if we go up, we can increase the capacity. If we bump them all up the capacity of 19, maybe that'll help. Limerick, anything else? No, they're fine. Surat, Ahmednagar. So Surat right there, Ahmednagar. So as you can see, it does get a little busy trying to keep up with these things, eh? Like, probably going to take more strategy than what I'm using at the moment. But Chang. Okay, let's add another Halti. And let's add another one. Maybe that's what it is. They're all showing red for some odd reason. Rivera wants to go to Pedro Juan Caballero. It says there's a path. So let's go with maybe the 340. There. Leo Egg wants to go to Hanoi. Okay. Leo Egg. Hanoi. It's going to be a 340. There we go. Juan Kunis. Having a hard time going to Beirut. For some reason, our buses got downgraded for reasons unknown. Jamnagar wants to go to Surat. Has a direct path. And the buses all got downgraded. Wonderful. Okay, let's upgrade that. ACAB, upgrade that. There we go. Antofagasta is overcrowded. They want to go Pedro Juan Caballero. And the A70 is just simply not a good plane. I must have clicked on the wrong thing. So buy a vehicle. There we go. And we can go 3 of them. Then Malay, Jamnagar, indirect path. Okay. So Malay to Jamnagar, just over 2,000. So that means we could do this one. Yeah, let's go with 2 of them. I don't know if I've used that plane yet. Rivera, Antofagasta. Buy a vehicle. Let's go 340. And let's go with what just happened there? Not sure what just went down there. Pedro Juan Caballero has a direct path. This 230 needs to get upgraded. There, if we go 3 or 4 340s, that should help. Okay, now let's get back up here again. So I believe the next thing will be the Dominican Republic. So Santo Domingo. They want to go to Montego Bay. which is airplane territory. And then Santo Domingo wants to go to Basseterre, which we will also do airplanes. And I think I'll go with the 340. And then Haiti, go Naives. And they want to go probably to Santo Domingo, I bet. Yeah, let's do a bus on this one. Build a road, sure. 1, 2, 3. And then Gonaives wants to go to Montego Bay, which is, you know, relatively close. So let's still go with airplane though. Even though we probably could have did a boat, but. Okay, so what's left? We got the Bahamas. So Nassau. So Nassau wants to go to Montego Bay. And we'll stick with the 340. I think maybe we'll use that as a 4 airplane at the moment. Maybe we'll skip the 230. Then they want to go to Gonaives, which we'll go with 340 Express again. There we go. The Bahamas. What's up here? Bermuda. Huh. Isn't Bermuda its own thing? I thought it was, but maybe not. So we'll go Cuba. Santiago de Cuba. Oh, my mouse button just got stuck. There we go. Santiago del Cuba wants to go to Gonaives. We could maybe do a boat here. Let's go with the Aqua Glide. I mean, it's maybe overkill, but why not? So Santiago del Cuba wants to go to Nassau. So we'll definitely go airplane on that one. And I believe Cayman Islands, blah, blah, blah. I think that's all of them. Is the Azores? I think we already did them, right? What's here? United States. Then that's Central America. Okay, let's go back to our overcrowding and see. So Kumamoto has a direct path. Maybe we just want to get slightly better vehicles. Daegu. Okay, it must be a new city. I didn't see it, I guess. So that's in Korea. All right. Daegu wants to go to Busan, which definitely would be Halti territory. There we go. There we go. So Daegu wants to go to Yamaguchi, which we'll do an airplane for that. Leog wants to go to Bandar Seri Begawan. And these airplanes are horrible. Let's replace. I'm not sure why I clicked on the A70 anyways, honestly. So there, if I put it up to that, that should do it. And then this place I can't pronounce wants to go to Mennagar. And that should be something we can do with Halti. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Pekanbaru wants to go to Medan and Pangwon. Sidempuan. So if I put Halti on that, create 1, 2. So Pekanbaru wants to go to Medan. There we go, create. So Northern Oasis wants to go to Asayut. Says it has a direct path. Okay, so just garbage bus line here. Buy a vehicle, add another Halti. So Mebarata is having a hard time getting to Kampala. Says there's a direct path. So let's look into it here. Oh, very bad bus situation here. Yeah, that should help. Then Kumamoto needs to go to Yamaguchi. So that we could do a bus, I'd say. Halty create. There we go. Oh, we went. No, I thought we went through the month, but I guess not. We just earned a bunch of trust. Mabarata. Still Kampala, which I think we fixed. Okay, we could make this Aka be better. Dili. Dili wants to go to Karatha. And, you know, I really believe that the computer is bumping things down because I have never picked the A70 and yeah, I'm seeing it all the time. So Kumazi wants to go to Lome. Let's add a few more planes on there. And then Yamaguchi wants to go to Fukuoka. Okay. Yamaguchi, Fukuoka, which I'm sure I already had. And then Yamaguchi wants to go to Kumamoto. And let's see, Halti. New cities available, Tabriz in Iran. Okay, we can do that. So Tabriz wants to go to Zanjan. Definitely go Halti on that. And then Tabriz wants to go to Novosibirsk, which is a little bit further away. Let's go the 340 Express. There we go. Dili is still overcrowded. Karatha. Kumazi wants to go to Lome, but I think we dealt with that. All right, so we still have 1.8 billion here. So let's go ahead and start eating through Central America. Panama City. Sounds good. That makes sense. So Panama City wants to go to Medellin. I didn't realize I had Medellin actually. Let's go Halti, build a road, which is actually not possible in real life. But for now, we'll just suspend disbelief. Santiago del Cuba. We could go the 340 Express. So Medellin. Yeah, I don't think I actually did anything with that. Medellin itself wants to go to Cucatta, which should be a road situation. And then Medellin wants to go to Cucatta. I got Panama ECAT, which is really far away. Holy jumpins. We'll put an Aramera down on that. And then Costa Rica. San Jose also is a perfect choice. So San Jose probably wants to go to Panama City would be my guess. And let's see, put a Halti on that. Build a road. 1, 2. And then where else does San Jose want to go to? Probably somewhere in the Caribbean. Oh, not Medellin. Okay, that works. So a 340. Where's my 340? 340, 340, 340. See the 390. There we are. There we go. Then Nicaragua. And Bilwi. Okay, that's a really weird. That's a weird choice of city. But, oh well, Bilwi wants to go to San Jose. So let's go Halti, build a road. That's a really sucky road. And then Bilwi wants to go to Panama as well. We'll just do that one by plane. There we go. Honduras. San Pedro Sula. So San Pedro Sula wants to go to Bilwi. So let's try building a road. Not the greatest road. 1, 2, 3. And San Pedro Sula wants to go to San Jose, which is down there a bit. So let's do that one by airplane. El Salvador. Wow, that's a weird place they picked. Instead of San Salvador, they picked Sensuntepeque. And they want to go to San Pedro Sula. So that's probably a road situation. 1, 2, 3. And then Sensuntepeque to Bilwi. Let's do that one by airplane. We'll fly over those volcanoes. And then Guatemala City. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Guatemala City wants to go to Bilwi. Okay, we'll do that by plane. And then Guatemala City wants to go to Sensuntepeque. I think we'll make a road there. Sure, why not? And then Belize. Belmopan. So Belmopan wants to go to Bilwi. And that... Let's do a boat there. Let's do something different. How about this Silver Tide? Let's go with that. Oh, we can't. Okay, so won't let us do a boat. What do you know? Let's go with the airplane then. So that's Belmopan. Belmopan also wants to go to San Pedro Sula. Let's try a road here. Not the most beautiful road, but it'll work. And then Mexico City would be 234, which is technically North America, but what do we get for a city here? Honestly, I don't know where the city is. Let me see if it's available. Let's see if we can make this jump up and show us what we got in Mexico. Or Mexico, I should say. Okay, there it is right there. Tapachula. Oh, not that far from Guatemala. Okay. So it wants to go to Guatemala City for sure. Halty, we'll build a road. Very expensive, but through the mountains, so that kind of makes sense. Lots of mountains and volcanoes down there. So, Tapachula wants to go to San Pedro Sula. Let's see, can we make a road and it'll cut through there? Okay, that works. There we go. So that gives us a pretty decent connection there. We'll get rid of all these. Okay, let's go back to our overcrowding situation here. Dili wants to go to Karatha. So I would have thought that was gonna kind of get better, but I don't feel like it is. So let's upgrade these to 390 transporters. Maybe that'll help. Kumazi wants to go to Lome. And you know what? Let's select the whole thing. Let's select them all. Let's upgrade them all to the 390 transporter. That'll make them a little bit better. Pristina wants to go to Nis. Has a direct path. Okay, let's select them all. Let's upgrade to the Halty. Buy vehicle, and we'll add another Halty. Then we got Vienna. Wants to go to Debrecen. It does have a direct path. Aka, let's select all. Let's upgrade these to the Halty. And surely that'll help. Bor is overcrowded. Wants to go to Bangui. Okay, let's select this all to the AR 500. There we go. Let's upgrade this air 500. There we go. That's better. Lecce wants to go to Berry. Says it has a direct path. We'll select them all. We'll upgrade to Halti. Lai isn't doing great anywhere really. Honey Aria has a direct path. Okay, let's upgrade these to the 390 transporter and let's add another one. So Posadas wants to go to Rivera. Let's upgrade this to Halti. Buy vehicle, Halti. Now, Dili. It's still struggling. Okay, to Lai. It needs something better, I guess. So let's put another plane down. Dili, Karatha. Clearly something's not working there because it just keeps getting worse. What if we upgraded this? What's better than a 390? So a 300 would be even better. Let's do that. So maybe that'll help. Chumazi to Lome. Okay, we did sort of do that, but let's bump it up again to a 300. Kigali, Kabuye. Wow, it's been a long time since I've been down here. Let's upgrade this to Halti. And let's buy another one. And Vaduz, Stuttgart has a direct path. Let's select them all. Let's upgrade it to Halti. And we'll buy another one. And Donetsk, Berdiansk. Says it has a direct path. So it must just be, yeah, just bad quality. Okay, buy vehicle. We'll get another one. Okay, Dili. Karatha. Buy a vehicle. 300. Let's go Air Maris. Wait. Oh, I didn't. No, I wanted to upgrade them all. 829 Clipper. Okay, that's not exactly what I'm... I didn't exactly mean to do that, but we have to get this stupid Dili thing figured out. Can we maybe build a building? No, we can't. We can't. Like, what is the problem? What is the stinking problem here anyways? Supply funds. I don't know. Do we need to give him more funds or something? Villa Hermosa. Okay. Let's just go in here. Figure this out. Villa Hermosa. Oof. Wow. That just suddenly got very busy there. Overcrowding. Villa Hermosa wants to go to Guatemala City. Can we do Halti? Yeah, I want a road, so let's do it. It's not the most efficient though, but they also want to go to Tapachula, so we could do a Halti there. Okay. So we still have 775 million. Kumazi is just not budging here. I don't know. What's better than a 300? We could do the Velocis. It's a little bit slower though, so I don't really know if that's any better. We could do Air Mara 500. That's what we'll do. There. Surely that's gonna help. Andorra La Vella wants to go to Montego Bay. All right, there we go. Montego Bay. Really far away. So we could go Stratus. But Chang wants to go to Jinwan. Jinwan is... Where is Jinwan? Oh, right there. Okay, can we do this with a Halti? Can we build a road? No, the road's going... Oh, it's going way around. It just will not go through those mountains. Okay, we'll go with the 340 instead. Okay, let's try this again. Let's get rid of that, rid of this. Okay. But Chang, wants to go to Xinjiang. And we don't want it. We want it on an airplane. It's 215. There we go. 340 Express. Oops. 340 Express. There. Now, Lida is having problems going to Krakow. So let's see. Lida to Krakow. Is that up here? Oh, it's right there. Okay. So we want maybe the 340 on that. 1, 2, 3. And then Lida wants to go to Dodoma, I believe. Dodoma. Okay, this one's way longer. We'll go with the Stratus, which is a big plane. Mumbai wants to go to Victoria. That's probably also going to be another big daddy of a route. Oh, not too bad. So we could go with 500. Yeah, we'll go with 500. Surat wants to go to Victoria. Technically, Surat could go through Mumbai. Or we could just do our own Air 500. That's probably just as good. Pandra Caballera. Antofagasta. Let's see. We could... You know what? Let's just buy more. 6th of October. Okay, we haven't heard from them in a while. Zilingai. So 6th of October wants to go to Zilingai. And it's just over 2,000. So that means we need... Could do the Velocis. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Praia wants to go to Abidjan. Abidjan, where are you? Way down there. Okay, that's going to have to be an AR 500, not an Aquaglide. There we go. We can do that. Frankfurt. Indirect path to Bamenda. Okay, Frankfurt to Bamenda is 5,000. So that means we need a Stratus. Then Frankfurt also wants to go to... Okay, so that cleared up a lot of excitement there. Antofagasta. Indirect traffic is overwhelming you. So we have a pretty, like... What if we buy another one? Oops, I think I bought one that was a little bit bigger than I needed, but... Okay, Ganja wants to go to Yerevan. Has a direct path. Ooh, let's just put a better one and add another one even. And let's add another Halti. Don't know why it was flipping in and out like that. Georgetown wants to go to Hanoi. Georgetown to Hanoi. Right there. 1,800. Okay, that's not too bad. We could go with the 340 Express. There we go. Then Kenema is overcrowded. They want to go to Georgetown. And it's probably going to be just a massive... Yeah, like, do we even have an airplane that can go that? Okay, we technically do, but it's like... The cheapest one is 300 million. So that's, yeah, that's not going to happen at first. Too bad. Now, where's it going? Is it going indirectly somehow? Nezerke to Kinema. We could maybe upgrade these, but I don't think it's going to help a whole lot. Sochi. Oh, I didn't even know we had Sochi. That's where the Winter Olympics were one year. Okay, Sochi is there. So let's get rid of this. Where does Sochi need to go to? Krasnodar. Okay, we can halty that one. And Sochi also wants to go to Mekiap, which can be a halty situation. There we go. So we're down to 30 million. Not so great. So let's just speed this up, and I'm sure we'll get a whole bunch more overcrowding in the next couple days here. We're at the end of the year. I'm not sure if that means anything. The end of the year or not. Oh, got Gongliu. Let's put a manager down here. Gongliu is right there. Okay. It's right by a road. So they want to go to Marylbeshi. And I'm sure that won't work as a halty. Yeah, who wants to go way out of the way? That must be... Maybe that's where Everest is or whatever. Or some of the big hills. So A40 Express. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, now Gongliu wants to go to Bole. There's that. We can do halty. We'll build road for $0. Nice. That's the kind of road I want to build right there. Kenema still has a problem with Dire Dawa. I don't really remember going there, to be honest with you, but so what's their problem? They want to go to Bor. Has a direct path. So let's go on quick this one. Let's go the 390 Nimbus. Buy a vehicle. We can go another 390. Maybe that'll help. So last month we had 344. We might hit... Well, we're almost at the end of the month here, so we'll see. We're at 14 million. Okay, so we went up 2 billion. Earned a bunch of trusts, grew cities, yada, yada, yada. Okay, number one, let's go to this Kenema. And let's go to Georgetown. Wait, no, I want to go to... Okay, Kenema. KE, there we go. And it wants to go to Georgetown, right? And I think I said it was like 300 million. There, let's put that down. So Dire Dawa wants to go to Bor. But we may have to upgrade it. So we're at the 390. If we go to the Velocis, 535 maybe. Okay, let's see if that'll help. Georgetown's overcrowded, wants to go to Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai. Let's go back in. And we could upgrade to... Let's go to the Velocis right here. See if that helps. And the 545. Aksu. Marylbeshi. Says it's got an indirect path. Okay, let's go Aksu. Marylbeshi. For some reason, it keeps deleting this. I'm sure it keeps deleting this. I don't know why I have to keep doing this every month. So if we back out now, let's go to the United States. Boom, shakalaka, Miami. Okay. Miami, right here. And let's see, get that there. Miami wants to go to NASA. All right, let's throw, yeah, let's go Sunseeker. Why not? Here, we'll throw several boats down. Then Miami also wants to go to Santiago del Cuba. We will go 340 on that one. And the last country, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe, and where I live, Canada. Canada, Chatham. What in the world? That's where I grew up. Chatham. Okay, this is a different Chatham. All right. So, Chatham to Miami, of all cities they would pick, Chatham is not one that I would have had on my list. Chatham is like, I think they have maybe 100,000 people. We've got way bigger cities in Canada than that. So it's kind of funny. So Nassau, we'll go with the 390 on that one too. Okay, I believe we got them all. Unlock a new country. Okay, well, maybe there must be another country then if that's showing 9,000. So it's Georgetown, Chiang Mai is still struggling here. Chiang Mai, Georgetown. Well, let's buy another one, I guess. Bamenda is overcrowded. Yaoundé has a direct path. Let's click them all. Let's get them better. Let's buy another one. West Palm Beach. All right, right over by Miami. We can do this. West Palm Beach. Now the question to my viewers is, what did we miss anyways? Oh, Tian. No, we don't want the Tian. I'm gonna go Halti. It's probably very similar, but what did we miss? What country did we miss anyways? So let's go to NASA. Let's say we can go one of our, let's go Silver Horizon here. Now, Georgetown's overcrowded. That's probably the Chiang Mai. The Hanoi could be a little bit better. So let's buy another vehicle there. Let's go with the 390. South Tarawa. South Tarawa wants to go Aniera. Has a direct path, but not the greatest. Let's go, yeah, let's go 390. Let's add another one. Padang Sidem Puan is Pekanbaru, is where we're kind of choking up here. Let's make this better. Halti, buy vehicle, Halti again, buy vehicle, Halti again. Now, the question is, what did we miss? Like, what did we possibly miss here anyways? I wish I could click on this and it would tell me, like, what countries. Like, what country did we miss anyways? North America only has 3 countries, so we didn't miss anything there. Maybe we missed something in the Caribbean Ocean? Caribbean Sea? Turks and Caicos, Bahamas we got. Puerto Rico's part of the US. Bermuda, I would have thought was its own thing, but I guess it's not. Gulf of Mexico, which now is called Gulf of America. Nothing here. That's part of Belize. Curacao, Aruba. These. I think I got all of these countries through here. The Windward Islands and the Leeward Islands. I don't know. Maybe there's something over in the ocean here somewhere. Falkland Islands. That's part of Argentina, I believe. I don't know. I'm not sure. Man, I'm going to have to figure that out. Because I would have thought once you got every country, it would, the countdown thing wouldn't be there. But don't know. So we'll bump this up. We'll buy another Halti. Vientiane. Batambang. Says that has a direct path. Okay, so let's go 390. 390. Akambako. Mabea. Halti. That's pretty close. Let's buy Haltis. There, we'll buy several Haltis. Maybe that'll help. Osmayinye. And their problem is they want to go to Batumi. Has a direct path though. I just wait long enough. Let's see. Buy a vehicle, 390. 390. Monaco's overcrowded. They want to go to Marseille. And someone downgraded the buses, which is not cool. Whoever did that. Shaman wants to go to Victoria. Okay. Shaman to Victoria. Probably need a 500. Actually, let's go with this 900L. Go with that. Let's see. Wonder what other country we might have missed. What could we... Probably something in the ocean is my guess. I wish there was a list of countries. Shaman's overcrowded again. Oh, wants to go to Kandahar. Okay. Shaman wants to go to Kandahar. Very close by. Faulty. There we go. Okay. Dang, CMPN. Pekanbaru. Indirect traffic is overwhelming your vehicles. Okay, Medan. Maybe Medan's something I can... Okay, well, we could maybe make that better. Oops, I just put the wrong one, but that's okay. Mumbai. Ahmednagar. Wow. Faulty. 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 Port St. Lucie. So we're sticking in Florida in the US. Port St. Lucie wants to go to Miami. Let's try something different here. Let's put a train down. What do we have for trains anyways? We could go with this. What's the best train we got? Looks like this GMW2. Build rails. Sure. There we go. And then Port St. Lucie wants to go to West Palm Beach. So we'll do that with a Halty. Build a road. 80,000. There we go. Logistics conglomerate. So we were at 379. Maybe we'll hit 400, but it's hard to say. Chiang Mai has a direct path. Okay, these are terrible buses. Let's try that again. Battambang. Okay, let's upgrade this to P535. Actually, let's go even better. 545. Mumbai's overcrowded at Ahmednagar. And this place I can't pronounce. So it wants to go to the place I can't pronounce. Let's select the vehicle. Let's maybe if we throw some rails down here would help. Let's see, what's our best rail right there? Build rails. Create 1, 2, 3. So Mumbai, Ahmednagar. Oh, it doesn't want to stay. You gotta like hover over just long enough that it kind of stays, right? So once go Halty. We could maybe go Mumbai to Ahmednagar and create a rail situation. Build rails, create. Oops, I don't want to sell it. There. So now it's got rails, South Tarawa, Honiara has direct path. Okay, let's upgrade these to the 545 and put another one down. There we go. Boom. So unlock country. Like what country? So if you're one of my viewers, tell me, like, what did I miss? Oh, Nauru. Look at that right there. Boom. I just happened to be on it. Awesome. I think that was the last country. That's so cool. Okay, so Yaren wants to go to South Tarawa. Let's go with something even better. 390. And Yaren also wants to go to... What? There's no way. Okay, there we go. Palikir. So we'll do the 390 transporter. Perfect. And And it's still showing unlock a new country though, so there's got to be more. So Guma wants to go to Hotang. Hotan. So Guma to Hotan. Let's try some rails here. 1, 2. No, you did not have enough wealth. Oh, I ran out of money? Are you kidding me? I actually ran out of money. I'm in the red right now. Oh, that's not good. I had no idea I was getting that close to 0 and now below it. That's horrible. Okay, well, there's nothing I could... Oh, wait. No, I did go back. Back in black, as AC/DC would say. So Hotan, Merelbeshi. Or Guma to Merelbeshi. What if I did some... Well, that rail's not very good, though. The GMW, I think that's what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, we'll add another one. Okay, there, we got into 4 billion. You're in trust in Nauru, United States, Canada. Destinations changed. New city available in Orlando. Let's see, where are we? Orlando. So the US is really sticking with Florida. Add city, Miami. Let's do the GMW 3. Build rails. So Orlando also wants to go to Port St. Lucie. And we can do a halty here. Do a bus. And we need to put hub manager down. So we still need to unlock a new country. So there's something we missed before we do anything else. I thought when I got Nauru, I got the last one. I was so pumped, so excited. And then my hopes got dashed. I did Kiribati. I did Nauru. I did Vanuatu. I got Fiji. There should be like a cheat thing. So see, we got 425 of 500,000. I need like a cheat thing to tell me what country I missed. But some of you watch and you can tell me anyways. Is there anything there? No. Easter Island. Yeah, that was part of Chile, wasn't it? Can't do Antarctica. Okay, well, let's just go for these overcrowded things here. So, Billy Nezekore wants to go to Billy. We can make that happen. So, let's see. Where's the Billy? That's really far. So we're going to have to go with the A990. 225 million in one shot. So, Bachang wants to go to Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi. And that would be probably a 500. Air 500, I believe. The Quitos wants to go to Quito. And let's maybe upgrade these planes. The 390s. And let's add another one. And Lusaka wants to go to Lubumbashi. Has a direct path. Let's make them all halties. And I believe they have an airplane path as well. Yeah. Okay, so let's buy a vehicle. 390. 390. Surely between those, something's going to work. Now, Bucharest wants to go to Plovdiv. All right, we can replace that. And add in more halties. Then Chao Bang wants to go to Hanoi and Mandalay. Okay. So Mandalay we can do for the 390. And it wants to go to Hanoi, I believe, right? So Hanoi is really close. Let's do the GSW4 and build a rail. There. So Osaka, Lubumbashi. You know, we could, you know what? Let's do rail here too. Lubumbashi, the GSW5. Oh, okay. So it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, I guess. So that'll help. Plovdiv to Bucharest has a direct path. We buy another Halti, I guess. Korea has a direct path to Guma. So we could upgrade this, buy a vehicle, Halti, buy a vehicle, Halti. Okay, now I want to try something. Okay, let's go Quran to Korea, to Hotan, to Guma, to Yarkand, to Kashgar, to Marrakesh, to Aksu, to Bichang, to Karkan again. Oops, my mouse just messed up. Okay. Guess it doesn't want to do a full circle. So let's put the best train we have, which right now is there's GSW5. Let's build rail, build rail, build rail, build rail. Add city, Karkan. Okay, so you can't go twice. So let's create that. And let's put some trains down. Maybe that'll help. So Kenema wants to go to Georgetown. It has a direct line. So buy vehicle, the 900 350. So that's a little expensive. And Abuja wants to go to Bamenda. Oh, I guess I gotta hover longer. So this guy is not good enough. Abuja wants to go to Bamenda. Yaoundé. Okay, let's buy another Halti first. And then if we have to, we'll go back with rail. Chisinau wants to go to Bucharest. And we definitely don't... Somehow our things got put down. Kukata wants to go to Medellin. Has a direct path. Needs to get upgraded. Let's see, buy vehicle. We'll go with another Halti. I don't see what the problem will be there. Medellin wants to go to Quito. Okay, Medellin to Quito, 790. Let's go with the 390 transporter. Put 3 of them down. Goni Eves wants to go to Santo Domingo. And we got really terrible buses on that. Halti. Halti. Okay, Jamnagar is overcrowded, wants to go to Surat. Once again, not great buses. There we go. Halti. And then Pupil, also check. Has a direct path. Want to upgrade that a bit. Haltis. For another Halti. Manaka. Maradi. Not too bad. They didn't downgrade them all anyways. There. We'll go with that. New city available, Palm Bay. Okay. Palm Bay. Florida. Okay. Palm Bay, Florida. So Palm Bay, Florida wants to go to Miami, which we could do a GSW4 create. Then Palm Bay also wants to go to Palm Bay, add city, West Palm Beach, which is down there. Go halty on that. Build road. Johannesburg is overcrowded. Johannesburg, Pretoria has a direct path. Oh, I guess we have to pause longer here. Oh, terrible buses. Terrible. We could also go Johannesburg to Pretoria and put a train on that. There we go. Now, what country could I possibly have missed? That's the wonder right now. Make this go bigger. Pretoria is overcrowded. Santiago de Cuba. So they want to go to Santiago de Cuba. Way far away. We'll take the Sky Dancer, I guess. Just now, okay, Guatemala City, Belmopan. Says it has a direct path. And somebody downgraded my buses. There's got to be a way that you don't downgrade stuff. Kumamoto wants to go to Yamaguchi. And I know I had that before. You know what? Let's go. Let's put a train on this. GSW5, build rail. There we go. We put 2 trains on here, or Ashgabat, Zanjan. So let's bump these up to 545s. We'll buy another one. Aniera, Luganville has a direct path. Okay, we'll just upgrade them to 390s. How about that? Kenema wants to go to Kumazi. And what's our situation? We just need better planes. 545s. There. How's that? Now we do have a new city in Canada, in Ontario, Sarnia. Can do that. So Sarnia wants to go to probably Chatham, I would think. So we can go halty on that. Build road. Let's just put 2 and see what happens. So Sarnia also wants to go to Orlando. Okay, let's go with the better plane at 545. So, okay, Auckland is overcrowded. They want to go to Luganville. Auckland to Luganville. We want to go with... What's our next? Okay, the 500 Air Mare, I'd say. Paramaribo, Uzwedru, Santiago del Cuba. So that's a 7,500. A Stratus is what we need there. Young Chang wants to go to Kumamoto. We can do that. Kumamoto is right there. So we can go a 390 transporter. Franceville is overcrowded. They want to go to Brazzaville. And got a halty. Oh, we'll try another halty and see, I guess. Leida's overcrowded. They want to go to Sao Tome. Okay, I think this was something we had to do a long time ago and we just never got around to. So let's see. We go to Stratus. And we're definitely blowing through money here. Shaman wants to go to Kedah. We gotta upgrade this. Buy vehicle. Halty. 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 Alright. Light is overcrowded. Jinwan. They are having a hard time getting their car can. I guess I have to pause longer. Let's see. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Let's bump this up even more. Let's go the 340, 545. There we go. 545. Perfect. Maceo. Pedro Juan Caballero. Okay, we can do that. And they want to go with let's see, we could go a 500 Air Mera. Maceo also wants to go to Natal. We could do one of these. Little overkill, but Paramaribo wants to go to Bridgetown. To Bridgetown, and I think a 390 would be okay. There we go. Lida wants to go to Brazzaville. Lida to Brazzaville. It's 5,000, so that means it's got to be a Stratus, which is definitely blowing through our money. Monaco wants to go to Lion or Leon. We'll replace that by another vehicle. Faulty. Panama wants to go to Santiago del Cuba. Does have a direct path. Just not a good plane, clearly. And there we go. Buy two of them. Guatemala City's overcrowded. Sensintepec right there. And go Halti, create Guatemala City. Okay, that's all we needed. Aniera wants to go to Luganville. And we could probably upgrade this to a 545. Kenema has a problem with Kumazi. Let's see. 545. We could maybe buy another one. Monaco, Sao Tome. Okay, Monaco, the Sao Tome. It's going to have to be at least a 500, I think. Oh, even more. A Stratus. Okay. So Busan's overcrowded. Pyeongchang. So this, we'll upgrade this guy to a 340. And buy a vehicle, we'll go 2. There we go. So we're a little low on money. So last month we did 423. This month, man, I don't even know if we're going to hit that much, honestly. So Sensuntepec wants to go San Pedro Sula. Sensuntepec, San Pedro Sula. And if we go Halti, which is probably the cheapest way of doing it. Actually, you know what? A plane would be cheaper, wouldn't it? Let's go 340 then. 340, but we'll have to wait till we get the money. Great. There. Now, Sensuntepec to Bilwi has a direct path. We probably should upgrade that. Buy a vehicle. Need some more money. There we go. Another one. Now, locking the new country is something we need to do. New cities available, Colombia. Okay. So somehow we still missed a country, and I don't know what country we missed. So I may have to spend a bunch of time looking. If you want to look and see what country we missed, clearly we did miss one, or this wouldn't be here anymore. So as you see, we have new city available, lots of overcrowding we're working on. Basically making about $2 billion a month. So we're sitting at just under 500 buses, 26 trains. We've started to use them a little bit more, just under 2,800 planes and about 460 boats/ferries. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, come back and watch another great video of Viking Me Gaming.